And we are not big on contracts. Nobody in India gets on a contract. Mobile companies don't ask you to sign a contract. They don't ask you to sign for 2 years. There's nothing like that. You just go there, sign up with a company, try to pay every month. That's it. You are not obliged to be in a contract. And then most of the time they get prepaid cards. So you basically pay in advance and use whatever you want. However, the smartphone market is growing. More and more people are getting iPhones, more and more people are getting Blackberries. So what that means for you in general is that when you start dealing with marketing in India, you cannot have the same strategy as Europe or same strategy as other places, because here a lot more people use their applications on their mobiles. Not in India. There, most people access the internet through the mobile, but the mobile version of the site. They open up their Nokia browser and they start looking at the text-only version of a big site. So when you build sites for mobile market in India, when you do mobile marketing in India, when you start offering m-commerce stuff in India, you have to consider that most people will be accessing your stuff either through SMSs or through really old browsing technology. So that's one thing which needs to be remembered. And if somebody is here from a telecom company and you're interested in some facts, India has a big obsession for value-added services. Like, you know, when you give some person a phone call and all of a sudden you hear a song back, like it's called callback tune. When you're giving a phone call, rather than tring tring, you hear music. That costs you about 50 cents a month, but most of the people that you call, they have something like that on. So it's something of a status symbol in India to have a pimped up mobile phone with all those cool ringtones and those callback things which you pay a monthly price for. And that's actually a business opportunity. If you can get into something which is a value-added service for a mobile, like one big thing which is happening in India right now is dating on SMS. People send probably like 30 or 40 SMSs a day, and they get related profiles, they get related stuff. And then it is like finding jobs through your mobile. So if you go to a job site in India, they don't send you messages via email. They send you the message that they have found a job for you via SMS. So instead of getting an email alert about things, you get an SMS alert. There are companies which are running SMS news service. So every day you get the latest headlines via SMS. Every day you get your horoscope via SMS. So all the value-added services are huge in India, and a lot of people subscribe to it. But it has to be on a volume scale. Most people there charge you like 10 cents, 20 cents per thing, and still, like, if you have 100 million people sending you those messages, you have a huge market there. And the best opportunity for India right now is we don't have a 3G network. So everything in India is slow right now. We are still working on an edge network. 3G is something very new in India. Only one company has it, which is the state-owned provider called BSNL. And slowly and slowly it is being rolled out. But when that stuff starts happening, that is when you will see more parity with marketing through applications, marketing through apps, marketing through other stuff. Now just a quick overview of the media consumption in India. TV channels, huge. Biggest thing on it, Bollywood, as you can imagine. Life in India revolves a lot around Bollywood. Then we have a lot of soap operas through reality TV and 24 hours news channels. Most people you will see, if you want to target women, if you want to target ladies, then you have to go for the soap operas because they just get stuck to it. They don't watch news much, they don't watch anything. It's such a sad story. Like every soap opera in India is the same. It's a sad story of two women fighting with each other. That's it. But every night, if you want to reach the women, you have to advertise on these soap operas. And there are just like 6 of them which are running since I was a child. And if you want to reach to men, most of them see news channels. Every time a man comes home, he just puts on the news channel. There are 2 famous ones called Star News and Aajkal. And the sad part is, they are just like soap operas. They don't show any real news. They just show the gossip stuff. And even they have a news, like we have a TV show about what happened in the soap operas last night. So that's the situation of the news channels in India. But if you want to reach men, you have to go there. And if you want to reach a younger college audience, if you want to reach more young people, you have to advertise on the reality TV, which is like do crazy stuff and stuff like that. Now, newspapers. There are two kinds of newspapers, regional and national. Most people go in for regional newspapers. That's the only thing they would read there. And national newspaper, Times of India. For magazines, not very many people read there. Waste of time to advertise in them, not a big market. But if you want to reach women, go for the Bollywood gossip magazines. That's the only thing which gets read there. And then a very important market is the radio. Until 5 years ago, there was no radio in India, just one radio station which was owned by the government. And all of a sudden, 5 years ago, the FM was liberalized. Everybody could go and start an FM channel. And all of a sudden, you had in every single town, you had like 4 or 5 FM stations coming. So all of a sudden, people got into obsession that, okay, when we are driving a car back, or when we are sitting at home, when we are doing something, we have an FM radio station going on. But the interesting part about FM in India is it's still very much integrated with mobile. Most people listen to it on their mobile phones, and they are always asking you to SMS. So they make most of their money and most of their advertising around mobile. So if you want to get into radio, and if you are going on a large scale in India, you will probably build your brand around radio, which is, you will be integrating both mobile marketing as well as radio marketing. But radio are the huge, brand new, old media. And then comes the cricket. People in India are obsessed about cricket. It's like religion there. It's much bigger than football in Germany or basketball in Lithuania. People are just obsessed. So if you want to get associated with a celebrity, you have to go for either a Bollywood actor or a cricketer. And outdoor ads are huge. What about internet? Because if you are a foreign company, that will be the first way to enter the Indian markets. You don't want to get spending hundreds of millions in brand building or building distributorship straight away. The situation of internet in India right now is that people are big into social networking, mostly college generation. Internet boom started happening in India around 2005. Until about 2005,